In this video, I am going to be talking about collecting requirements. First, we'll see why collecting requirements is important. Before you go into planning a project schedule, budget, managing resources, procurement, risk, and so on, one of the things you have to do is you have to collect the requirements correctly. You need to know what the stakeholder wants. For example, if you want to renovate a kitchen, you can't build a schedule, budget, or determine the risk without knowing the specific renovations needed. Defining the scope. To define the scope of the project accurately, you need detailed requirements. For instance, in a kitchen renovation, do you just want to change the tile on the floor, or do you want to put in new cabinets, or do you want a new center island, or do you want a new sink? What kind of tile do you want on the floor? Do you want marble, granite, or hardwood floors? You need to know all these details before defining the scope of the project accurately. Process of collecting requirements. Collecting requirements is a process of determining, documenting, and managing stakeholders' needs and requirements. We are going to determine what the requirements are and document them. Now let us discuss about the tools and techniques. The first one is benchmarking. For example, if the benchmark for a fingerprint reader is half a second, then the phone manufacturer should meet or exceed that standard. Document analysis. It involves reviewing agreements, contracts, policies, proposals, or business plans to gather requirements. Organizes ideas gathered through brainstorming into a structured format. Affinity diagram, which groups large ideas together from brainstorming sessions. Observation or job shadowing. It involves observing people doing their jobs to understand their requirements. Context diagram shows a business process and how it flows. Prototyping. Creating a working model for stakeholders to interact with them and provide feedback. Now let us discuss about outputs. The first one is requirements document. Requirement documents include the individual requirements in detail. For example, specifying the type of wood, thickness, etc. for hardwood floors. The second one is acceptance criteria. Defines what it takes for the stakeholder to sign off that job is done. Quality requirements ensures aspects like no paint drips or consistent color in painting job. Traceability matrix, which links requirements back to their source and help track them throughout the project. Now we'll discuss about the role of a business analyst. A business analyst works with the project manager to gather and document requirements, maintain the traceability matrix, and ensure that the requirements are met throughout the project. Collecting requirements is crucial for project success. If done incorrectly, you must guarantee to fail. But if you gather detailed requirements, your project is much more likely to be successful. Remember, detailed requirements lead to accurate schedules, budget, and satisfied customers.